it's Declan from Layco Properties. In this series of videos and blog posts, we're going to take a look at what it means to be a landlord, the different types of landlords there are, and their responsibilities. Now, in this first video, we're going to look at a few of the different types of landlords that we've come across and you may come across yourself. So the literal meaning of a landlord is a man or a woman who rents out property, accommodation or land. But there's so much more to it than that, so let's take a look at it. There's so many reasons why people can become landlords. It's not just rich people looking to get richer, as is the common perception. And from speaking to so many landlords and clients over the years, we've seen various reasons as to how and why people have become landlords. So today we're going to take a look at that. Okay, so first up we've got the property mogul or the professional landlord. Now this is a type of landlord that has generally, they've made it their intention to invest any monies or funds they accrue into property, and they look to build up a relatively sizable portfolio of properties to allow them to generate enough rental income to maybe give up the 9 to 5 and make property their full-time venture. Like anything else, there's good and bad aspects to this, depending on how you look at it. Whilst this professional landlord will give their full attention to their property portfolio and the standards overall are good, this is a business venture for them, so they don't always look at it with a personal approach, which some people may not like. Okay, so the next one we will call the long-term landlord, which is basically it's a type of landlord that generally has inherited or earned funds that they wish to invest in a long-term and what they see as a safe investment that will benefit them later on down the line in life. Generally, they'll invest in 2 or 3 properties that they will look to keep for a number of years. And while they won't treat it as an income replacement investment, they will still give similar attention to the quality of property that they offer tenants, but they'll listen to the advice given to them by agents to ensure that they maximise their investment to reach their long-term goals. Okay, so the short-term landlord. Now, this is typically a type of investor that would buy property with the intention of renovating and selling on for profit. But that is heavily reliant on market conditions allowing for a suitable profit margin. If the investor cannot recoup or make a profit in a timescale that suits them, they may well look to rent the property out for a short period of time until market values recover. This allows for short-term income on their investment until such time that they can sell for profit. Although the property will be presented in a high quality condition, they're not offering the long-term rental solution, which would be more suitable to the more transient tenant. Okay, so next we have the accidental landlord. Now, this type of landlord, they never had the intentions of becoming a landlord, and typically our dealings with accidental landlords have been for a number of reasons, including inheritance of property, through to needing to move but being unable to sell at the time. Now, this type of landlord typically relies heavily on the guidance of their letting agent, as they've very little experience and don't really want to get anything wrong, as property takes a lot of time to manage and they still have their own jobs and lives to concentrate on. The accidental landlord can easily transform into any of the previously mentioned types of landlord, depending on how their experience with the rental process goes. For them, ensuring that they have the most supportive letting agent as possible is crucial. The rogue landlord. If you believe the papers, this is all landlords. However, this is completely inaccurate and it's offensive to the good quality landlords that truly care about providing good quality accommodation in a housing market that offers little to no social housing. With that being said, there will be a rogue landlord present in all of the previously mentioned types of landlord, and they will typically self-market their properties on sites like Gumtree, etc., and they will self-manage with little regard for their tenants, the property or the community. Unlike most landlords, many rogue landlords are not actually the owners of the property they're renting out, and in fact they're subletting their own tenancy that they've taken. Of course, this isn't exhaustive and personal circumstances plays a part in everything, but typically you can find some of the characteristics mentioned above in most landlords, except for rogue landlords, that is. Keep an eye out for our next article where we'll cover many topics surrounding what it means to be a landlord, including the responsibilities of a landlord. Thank you.